Hello everyone, Dr. Tam here, and today I'd like to show you where our regenerative medicine therapy products come from. From our amniotic products to our Wharton's jelly products, these are all human tissue products. So a lot of people ask me, well, Dr. Tam, what are these mesenchymal stromal cells, or sometimes they're also called as mesenchymal stem cells? Where are they coming from, right? Where are these tissues, day zero cells coming from? So today I have this amazing chart that I like to walk through with you on how exactly are the cells that we are getting and the product that we're using for treatment going to be harvested, if you will. Where do they come from? So let's get started with it. This is the product process chart, okay? This is for all of the amniotic, Wharton's jelly products, okay? So anyone who is having knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, we're using this for inflammation as well. It's helped people with a lot of pain and inflammation in the body. It's helped with tissue pain and chronic pain in general is how this has been used to help. The products are usually beyond what PRP and prolotherapy. It's like the next level above those other products. If you're talking about regenerative medicine, the products that are used in general, and this might be for another video, but briefly, the level of product on effectiveness. You start off with prolotherapy, which is the injection of dextrose. It's like sugar mixed with water. So there's dextrose, which is made to increase the inflammatory response to allow cells to come in and heal that area. So that's usually the first level. We call it like level 1. Then it goes up from there. The next level is PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma that's taking your own blood, centrifuging it, and then taking it to plasma. The next level up is amniotic cells, and then the next level up is mesenchymal stromal cells, which is coming from the Wharton's jelly. Sometimes it's also known as stem cells as well. So to really tell you a little bit more about where these come from and how are the amniotic and the Wharton's jelly, where do they come from, right? So I like to go over this process with you. So we start off on this chart right here, and if you can see my mouse going through, you have the mother on the left hand side. I'm going to zoom in. So first off, understanding that these are all from live births, C-sections. The placenta is then donated. Okay, these cannot be purchased. They're all made from the US, okay, from patients in the US. These are not purchased from not donated from other countries, not from animals. The ones that we use in the office are all donated from moms during live births, okay? So the mothers, these are, first off, healthy mothers. The mothers and fathers are screened for any history, communicable diseases, behavioral risk, and even behavioral risk are screened. And then the blood tests are required within 7 days before or after birth, understanding to make sure that we filter out as much of the diseases possible, okay, infectious diseases, everything. Then comes the birth, right? All donated tissues are procured and collected after full term live birth. So understand that these are live births, okay? And then the collection of the tissue is performed by a licensed professional. Now then what happens, these are after collected, donated tissues, never purchased, donated tissues are collected and shipped overnight for processing at a laboratory. Not our laboratory, this is the manufacturers, the pharmaceutical companies, the biotech companies. The next step then is the collection stage, where these tissues are shipped to a processing facility, a lab, overnight. Any tissues received later in 72 hours after birth is rejected to make sure that the product, everything, the placenta is fresh, okay, is not only fresh but also viable as well. Then the next step is these are then cleaned. The tissue is sanitized and cleaned prior to processing, and there's very, very strict protocols on how to do it to minimize the contamination. My team and I actually came back from the lab of where these are processed, and it's been amazing. It was an amazing experience. So the next process is the processing, right? So from here, you can see that each tissue is recorded into separate control lots, and then they're processed into four products, and these products are all amniocyte products or Wharton's jelly products. Afterwards, now these are cryo storage. What does cryo storage actually mean? That means these tissues have been processed and they're stored at a very, how I should say, low temperature. Okay, when I mean low temperature, that their Wharton's jelly product is stored in a cryo tank, like a nitrogen tank, that is negative 196 Celsius, all right? And then most other products are stored under below 80 Celsius as well to preserve. The Wharton's jelly is preserved in a negative 196 because you want to slow down the aging of the cells and temperature. When you drop temperature, you slow down the aging of the cells. I mean, drastically, almost stops the aging all at once. Then after it's preserved, after it's been processed, well, then it goes into quarantine. And during quarantine, they check each lot, and it's also third-party tested, okay, for sterility. Every single product comes with the sterilization form showing there's no diseases and what they have done in testing. And they quarantine for an average of about 3 weeks. Now, during the quarantine time, at any point in time, and during the process, if any of the cells are shown to be damaged or unclean, sterility problems, or maybe the mother and father test came back and they're no longer as good, well, that goes out right away. These are then tossed. They're no longer going to be continually used. But the cells that are great, they're amazing, sterilized and cleaned, well, these are then passed the test and then they become released, okay? All sterility and secondary donor tests for each lot, they have to be completed by an authorized medical director. Once it is authorized, it is then released into inventory. Then it comes shipped to a clinic like ours, okay, overnight, dry ice, all right? And when it's under dry ice, the viability is that it can go through in dry ice and withstand all cell viability for up to 10 days. But the great thing is about our office is we have our own tanks where the moment they come in, before it is used for our patients, that we put them in the nitrogen tank and they're right back at negative 196 Celsius, okay? So it's, really within 48 hours, they're right back into nitrogen tank storage, and one of our practitioners is then, whether it's our doctors or our nurse practitioners, will then be able to thaw the products, okay? And then after the products are thawed, they are then used for our patients in the office. So I hope that after watching this video, you get to see where our amniotic product and our Wharton's jelly products are coming from, how it is processed, okay? So hope this video finds you well. We'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.